It's been a long time coming, but Todd McFarlane's King Spawn is finally on its way, and there's a bunch of buzz surrounding this highly anticipated superhero movie. Spawn, one of the most iconic comic book characters outside the Marvel or DC universes, first appeared in Spawn #1 back in 1992 under Image Comics. Since then, he's become a recognizable face in the world of comics, and not just because of his eerie design and powerful backstory, but also because he's always stood a bit apart from the crowd. Over the years, Spawn has seen a few adaptations. There was a hit animated series that really nailed the character's dark tone, and a 1997 live-action film that, well, didn't exactly blow audiences away. Starring Michael Jai White as Al Simmons, the movie didn't do all that well at the box office or with critics, but despite the lukewarm reception, it managed to build a cult following. People stuck with it, probably because Spawn himself is just such an intriguing character. And now, Todd McFarlane is trying again, this time with Blumhouse Productions behind him and Jamie Foxx set to step into the role. So, what's different this time? For one, the new movie is titled King Spawn, and that name alone already hints at a deeper, possibly darker take on the character. Jamie Foxx, who has proven time and time again that he can handle complex roles, is playing Al Simmons. And with Blumhouse on board, a studio known for edgy, often horror-inspired projects, there's a strong chance that King Spawn will lean into the darker, grittier parts of Spawn's story. It also helps that this reboot has been brewing for a while, which shows how much care and planning is going into it. The journey to get this movie made has been a long one. Todd McFarlane first announced his desire to make a new Spawn movie all the way back in 1998. That's right, over 2 decades ago. But it wasn't until 2017 that Blumhouse officially got involved, and even then, progress moved slowly. It took until 2020 for them to confirm that development had really started. Since then, things have been inching forward, and now, as of mid-2024, McFarlane has officially revealed the movie's new title, King Spawn. Just recently, McFarlane appeared at San Diego Comic-Con, where he gave fans a bit of insight into the project's progress. He clarified that while King Spawn is the working title, it might still change before release. He also confirmed something fans had been hoping for: the script is finished. On top of that, McFarlane mentioned that the movie is very likely going to be rated R, which makes sense given Spawn's brutal origins and the intense themes often explored in his stories. He also expressed hope that this could be the beginning of a full-blown cinematic universe centered around Spawn, which could be really exciting if done right. Producer Jason Blum has remained optimistic throughout the process, even stating in September 2023 that King Spawn is expected to release in either 2025 or 2026. While no exact date has been announced, Blum has consistently stood by that timeline. So unless something significant changes, it's likely we'll see King Spawn hit theaters sometime next year. Casting-wise, aside from Jamie Foxx taking the lead as Al Simmons/Spawn, there haven't been any major announcements. Still, McFarlane hinted that the movie will include more A-list stars, which has fans speculating about who might be cast as some of Spawn's classic enemies, especially the creepy and chaotic Violator. It's an exciting prospect, especially considering how layered and bizarre Spawn's world can be. When it comes to the story, there's still a bit of mystery. While the plot hasn't been officially revealed, the title King Spawn is likely more than just a catchy name. In 2021, Image Comics launched a comic series called King Spawn, which continues to run alongside other Spawn titles. What sets it apart is its more grounded, intense tone. It still follows Al Simmons, the former Marine who returns to Earth as a Hellspawn after being betrayed and killed. But this version focuses less on traditional superhero antics and more on psychological and supernatural themes. It's darker, more complex, and definitely more mature in tone. If the film draws inspiration from this newer comic series, it might not be the origin story people were expecting. Instead, it could jump into Al Simmons' journey after he's already transformed into Spawn, dealing with the weight of his powers and the responsibilities, or horrors, that come with them. That kind of approach could help King Spawn stand out in a crowded superhero movie landscape, especially if it embraces its horror elements and ditches the glossy superhero formula. So even though it's been years in the making, and even though the 1997 film didn't quite land, King Spawn is shaping up to be a serious contender in the world of comic book movies. With Jamie Foxx on board, Todd McFarlane leading the charge, and Blumhouse helping push it forward, this long-delayed reboot might just give Spawn the cinematic justice he's been waiting for. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.